Perfect. Welcome to our November 1st call. Welcome to November. My goodness, I'm glad you all made it. I'm going to start in just a second. I'm going to go over all the wonderfulness of November. There's a lot of it. And then we will jump to Zaisha. She's going to share a little bit about DMO tonight before we wrap it up with some reminders about our big event this Saturday. So let me share my screen. Make sure I'm on the right tab. I'm not. All right. Sometimes my computer is slow when I'm sharing on here. All right, so welcome to our call. I'm sure all of you were super stoked last night and this morning. I tried to order last night, but it didn't quite the holiday products didn't come up for me till this morning, but they were there. So I was excited. A lot going on this November. November is one of our, I would say, busiest months of the year. This is like the best time to be with doTERRA, to be a customer, to be a wellness advocate. So before I jump into all this, I just want to say, maximize this opportunity. Do not want to take it easy in November. This is not the month to pull back. This is the month to push forward because it's going to propel your team forward for the next year ahead. So here we are in November. We've got some new product launches, which I'll talk about in a second. We've got our product of the month, which is Clove, and we also have Myrrh 10%. And then we have our holiday collection, which we'll talk about in a moment too. So we always talk about the oils. So I wanted to share a couple of just maybe not well-known things. I know Clove is definitely one that is not one you're going to use a ton. It's kind of, I've got a couple extra around. So I wanted to give you a tip on something that you could use it for that you might not know. And Clove is great because it's packed full of antioxidants. We always talk about Clove because it's one of the oils in On Guard, our very favorite. And it is super supportive in that way with immunity, super helpful for oral health, clean teeth and gums. And it smells great when you diffuse it. It is a hot oil, so you want to be careful. So whenever you're going to use it on your skin, you want to, of course, dilute it with some coconut oil. One thing you might not know is you can also use it to remove a splinter. So if you have a splinter, you can drop some clove right on there, wait a minute or two, and then you can watch the splinter come out of the skin. If you don't have clove handy, get your On Guard since it has clove in it, and then you can grab a tweezer and just take it right out. So that's a little tip for you with Clove if you didn't know. So you can definitely use that when you need to, because you never know when that's going to happen. All right, and then Myrrh is 10% off. And here's a few tips for Myrrh. You can add a drop of Myrrh to your toothpaste or mouthwash each day, or swish it with some water in your mouth for cleansing benefits as part of oral hygiene. So similar, helps just like Clove does. You can also mix it with a few drops of a carrier oil to add a smooth touch to dry or calloused feet. Always helpful. You can diffuse a few drops during your meditation or mindfulness practice to increase awareness and promote inspiring, energetic atmosphere. And then number 4, you can also combine 2 to 3 drops with a carrier oil and apply to the skin after shaving to promote smooth skin. And that's definitely something I have never done. So I might try that with my clove. And cloves are not clove, but Myrrh sometimes gets sticky on your cap. So even if you're not using it, sometimes I'll just open it just to keep it nice and loose because it's one of those sticky ones. All right, so next, here are 3 permanent products, which I feel like we've all been waiting for. I ran out of PB Assist, so I've been waiting for this to get my own a few bottles because all of us in my family take this every day. So the first one here, actually, before I jump into these, the PB Restore and the PB Assist Plus, I went back to my notes from convention about kind of the bigger picture of both of these products, because I remember just thinking these are huge, like these are really foundational products that we need to all have. So I was trying to remember, how do I explain this clearly? So I went back to my notes, and here are just a few things that were highlights for me with our two products here. So first of all, thinking about your body's microbiome, it functions like an invisible organ, and it's a really, really important one. And then within your microbiome, you have ally microbes, which we know ally is the ones that are fighting off the bad microbes. So we need to take care of them because our microbes take care of us, which is so important. And you want to think about your gut like it's like a gut hotel, and you can only fit so many microbes in there, whether they're good microbes or bad microbes. So keep that in mind, because one of the things that we have in here, we have 30 pre and pro and postbiotics, and we also have these bacteriophages, and those bacteriophages in there are actually clearing out the bad, so they're making more room in that gut hotel for the good. And then our microbiome can be supported by our lifestyle choices. And our 70% of our immune system resides in our gut, which helps support so many things. Our microbiome supports our skin, digestion, metabolism, mental health, our gut and brain connection, cardiovascular system, oral health, and also our hormones. And so it's just huge. And we also want to know, the most recent research has confirmed that the more diversity in our guts, the better. Also, another fact is that our microbiomes decline as we age. So if we want that high, long life health span that we've talked about a lot with MetaPower, that health span, we want to make sure we're also maintaining a diversity of our microbiomes within our lives. And here's a kind of crazy fact about our world nowadays. We eat so much processed foods that affects our microbiomes, which means we have low diversity. And here's another crazy thing. 75% of our world's food out there in the whole world comes from 12 plants and 5 animals. That's it. So again, I'll say it again, 75% of the world's food comes from 12 plants and 5 animals. So obviously our gut, our microbiome is starved of diversity because we're not eating all the different wonderful things we should and we have in our human history's past. So we want to make sure we replenish and restore our microbiomes. We want to avoid processed food, and we also want to be taking our probiotics. And I guess out there, and I think this is in America, 35% of people do take probiotics, which is great. So a lot of people know the value of it. But the best thing about our new, probiotics here is they're up leveled. So we had our past ones. These ones have 30 pre and probiotics and postbiotics, and 4 times as many species as they had before. So it's just a new level of microdiversity because they're just leading the science on everything, as they always do. So this first product, the PB Restore Probiome Complex, is taking the place of your PB Assist. And this is one you're going to take daily. You could also, if you are not feeling good, I might even take 2 daily for that extra boost for immunity purposes. And it is recommended that you take prior to a meal that includes healthy fats, and then also avoid taking the capsule with high temperature food or beverages. And they also mentioned to don't take it right before bed. You want to be taking these products while your gut is working. because it's working with your food. So I've been taking mine in the morning. Lunch is great. I just wouldn't take it right at the end of your day, because it's not going to be able to do as much magic as you want in your gut as possible as it could. All right, and then right next to it is our PB Assist Probiome Gut Complex. And this one is if you want to have another layer of support for your microbiome. It's easy to take. It's for both kids and adults. So it's not necessarily taking the place of our PB Assist Junior, because this one is formulated for everybody. And it has a blend of 13 strains. So it's giving you even more microbiome diversity for us in our health. So you can read everything there. It tastes great. It's not as tart as the PB Assist Junior. It's a little sweeter. So I'm happy because my kids actually got tired of the tartness. And so they really like this one better. And then I haven't taken a ton of it because I only got one box so far of it. So yes, it's great. I definitely highly recommend it. You can it says don't mix it with hot beverages, take one a day. And then you could mix it with water or juice, but you have to drink it immediately, or just take it straight from the stick is super easy. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I want more. And I'm looking forward to getting it consistently for my daughter, because a lot of the people that spoke at convention talked about how it really, both of these products helped, of course, their digestion, but one benefit they kept talking about was their skin in addition to that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it supports her skin too. All right, and then the last permanent product is our MetaPower Assist, or one that we take to help balance our blood sugars. And the last bottle, I believe, came with 30 capsules in one, and now it's 120, which is excellent, because that is going to help us not order so much plastic bottles, which I think is great and helps our environment at the same time. Oh, right. I totally missed a bunch of these comments. So sorry. I was on a roll with my microbiome. Zisha said she just used it to diffuse in her pumpkin. Oh, that's so fun for clove. Yeah, Cassian wild orange is great. And then Kanani just wanted people to know here, it says you may go through a little discomfort the first few days with the PB Restore because it's getting rid of the junk. She experienced that for about 2 days, but she's really loving it. Oh, yes. Liza's using up the rest of her probiotics. I am too. I'm just have the junior left to use up. So we've been taking all of us. I'm like, take it. So I can order my new ones this month. And Auntie Sherlyn also agreed with Kanani. She had uncomfortable changes, but it's been worth it. I feel like it's helped overall, but especially cut down cravings for sugar and white bread and rice. Wow, she's lost some weight without trying. And I just read that on Facebook earlier. Auntie Sherlyn, that's excellent. And then Ray's been taking her old PB Assist at bedtime so she can use it up. Nice. Da-da-da. And then Liza normally takes the assist first thing in the morning, twice a day, morning and bedtime for Ray's assist, I think. And then my morning for Liza says is 2 each: Zendocrine Complex, Terrazyme, MetaPower soft gels, and 1 PB Assist and Adoptive soft gel.
So that's Emily's morning routine. So I was curious and then I take my LLV during the day. And then I was curious of what everyone's like nighttime routine was, because that would actually make sense to take a PB Assist at night. So I was just curious what else everybody was doing. Because you're saying, Kate, don't take the Restore at night.
Yeah, I remember hearing that at one of the talks at convention, because they said it wouldn't, your stomach is not working as much because you're eating earlier in the day. So it's going to be, your guts is working more during the daytime. So you would take it then.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Which is
But
why I think I've
mhm,
been taking it in the morning. Um,
mhm.
one other thing I wanted to mention, and I'm sorry if you said this, did you talk about refrigeration at all?
I did not. Thank
Okay.
you. Mhm,
So, with the PB Restore, many of you might have noticed that with the Meta Power, it looks like it gets it can look like it's almost like old. It looks like it's old, or but what happens is if you're not using it, they say like within the month of opening the bottle, you want to refrigerate them, both the PB Restore and the Meta Power um complex. So just wanted to let you guys know that not the Meta Power soft gels, but the Meta Power Assist, sorry, the Meta Power Assist and the PB Restore. They said that if you don't use it within a month, I think the PB Restore bottle actually even says like to refrigerate it on it, which is why it was like coming up as
mhm.
like a concern. So I don't plan on refrigerating mine because Zai and I both take one a day. So I know we'll go through the bottle in a month. But the Meta Power Assist, this is a much larger bottle, which was like really in demand, which is cool. But if you're not going to use it for sure in the whole month, you might want to refrigerate it.
Thank you for that reminder. I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, these are really important ones. I'm excited about those. I was hoping they would have been out last month, but they waited a month for us to get them. So they're here. I did order some. All right. And then another huge opportunity for you to get gifts for yourself, for others, and then also support and get other people excited about is our holiday collection. We always have awesome things available. So this year we have, of course, Holiday Joy is available. The one of the big hits this year is this beautiful red ruby bubble diffuser that comes with Holiday Joy. And limits to, and it's already 50% sold out as of like a few hours ago. So I'm sure it's maybe up to 75. I tried to check a little bit ago. So yes, get those orders in if you want that bubble diffuser. The lip gloss and the cinnamon throat drops are also 50% sold out already. So those are the hot items so far. There's also a holiday piece, of course, the diffusing garland. We had that last year as well. We have Balance Hair, Beard, and Skin Oil, the Malama Bath Bars, Serenity Linen Mist, the Holiday Trio, which is the Holiday Peace, Holiday Joy, and Holiday Love. That was a product of the month, I think last year in December. And then we have the Majestic Lore Personal Aroma available, and as well as the Midnight Forest Bath Bars and the gloss I said. And then we have to wait for the Shea Butter Collection. That one's on December 1st. And then the Malama Restorative Hand Lotion is the 15th of the month. So set your alarms for or reminders on those dates if you want them. I want both of those very much. I'm obsessed with the Shea Butter collection from like 4 years ago, and I keep rating everyone's stashes. I have one unopened one still from Liza, but yeah, I love it because it's nice and thick. It's great to put on before bed for your hands and your feet. It's great. And then the Serenity Bedtime Kit, I keep looking and I couldn't find the release date. So I'm not, it says coming soon. So I'm not sure if they're going to just surprise us on that one. So just stay tuned with that product. But yeah, if you want to pop in the chat, maybe which one you're most excited about, or maybe which one you already ordered, that would be awesome.
Ordered
I
bubble
ordered the
stickers, ordered all the lip glosses I could because I'm so like I love those. I hope I love this one as much as I love the old one because I think the old one was peppermint and I love peppermint. And this one is like ginger, right?
ooh, I didn't even know. I thought it was the same.
No, I think it's something different.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't get the Majestic Lore the last time, and people raved about it. So I snagged one bottle this time. So yeah, but I need the Malama hand lotion in like a bazillion tubes. I love Malama. I use the hand lotion all over my body. So to have it in a tube, that will be easy for me to take around and travel with. And then same with the shea butter collections. I feel like I've been hoarding what I have, so now I can like stock up again. So I'm super stoked.
Yay. And then Jan, same with a lip gloss, red bubble diffuser, and then the Malama tube. Yes, it's so fun. I don't know why. I just love it. It's like, yay, new products and great gifts for everybody. Oh, it's so sweet. And then Auntie Shirley gave her Malama cream to her mama. Oh, that's awesome. She will love that again. And then Kanan got some lip gloss and the drops, and Max on the bubbles. I thanks to her sister Chelsea, my auntie, so I could order more. Yeah, I ordered a couple extra too. They will definitely sell out. So that's a tip too, is if you know something's about to sell out, you could order a couple just so you can help out your teammates if they, or your customers if they miss it. So you could have it on hand. All right, great. Well, that's November. I know that's probably going to be more things popping up. So just keep up to date on doTERRA.com, on your account, up to date on the social medias, Instagram and Facebook, because they always will keep you in the loop on what is being released. Okay, I'm going to pass it off. I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to pass it off to Zaisha. She's going to share a little bit about DMO.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I don't have any slides, but I just wanted to chat about DMO, which is daily method of operation. I'm just revisiting this because I was out of the loop in my dough business, and my dough days. So I thought, like DMO with Jan and Ray was really good because those two and Kate are always doing actions every day. And so if I start a DMO and they're chatting in what they're doing, then I feel bad, like, oh my God, I'm the only one that's not doing anything. Hurry up, let's do something. And so I can chat in. And so I told Kate that would be one of my goals, is just trying to get back in the habit of texting them and, just texting all our leaders and getting into that habit so that everybody else kind of follows suit. So if you don't know, daily method of operation is like we call it DMO. It's just like a text with all your leaders, and you're just updating what you're doing for your business every day. I printed out this thing of what this girl was doing, so I just want to read it off to you guys. So, do you ever feel like time is speeding up and it's near impossible to stay focused and productive throughout the day? What about distractions? Are you easily pulled off track with time-sucking social media and other menial distractions? Creating a daily routine and DMO for yourself is a simple yet highly effective way to stay on track and focus. Consciously creating the life of our dreams requires that we create a solid foundation from which to launch our days. Thinking productively, making decisions, and taking action from a focused, centered, and purposeful place is easy when you have that solid foundation. DMO is simply a ritual, a practice, or a daily routine. When our days aren't productive, it's usually because we don't have good habits and behaviors in place, and we waste time on unimportant, unfruitful tasks. In order to develop a good DMO, we must first create a routine and follow it religiously until it becomes second nature. To transform your DMO and daily routine, you first have to understand how your current one is failing you and what needs to change. When your goals are congruent with your behavior, achieving them becomes almost effortless. Keep in mind that everyone's DMO and daily routine will be radically different, and you don't need to conform to what works for me or what works for others. Through trial and error, you'll discover what works for you, and you'll be on your way to happy, fulfilling, and productive days. When I'm low on energy, low in motivation, have a poor attitude, or am feeling overwhelmed, It's usually because my DMO is out of sorts. This is where my big 5 or no matter what actions come into place. My big 5 or no matter what actions are: 1, get at least 8 hours of sleep; 2, meditate for 15 minutes a day; 3, drink at least 1.5 liters of water a day; eat fresh fruits and vegetables, and maybe a step from our pipes. And if you don't know what pipes are, you can ask your upline. But I liked what this girl wrote. She said that her step from pipes, she always tries to keep in her DMO, is 3 by 3 by 3 equals 3,000. So first, 3 current customers. You want to reach out to 3 current customers every single day. This could be checking in on an order, checking in on how their kids are doing. It doesn't have to be all business, but we just want to be intentional about building those relationships. The next one is 3 potential customers. So this is 3 people that haven't shopped with you yet, but you have them on your radar, and you can be real strategic here. If you know that you want to break into a specific neighborhood or market or friend circle, picking and choosing potential customers to build relationships with is critical. So, you know, it goes back to our 100 names list. And then the next step is going to be 3 potential teammates. Now, full disclosure, this is where people get a little hung up. They think, oh, you're going to make me talk to people that are not yet on my team. This can be really intentional. Sorry, wait. So when you're reaching out to them, again, it doesn't need to be business, just relationship building. So that was 3 by 3 by 3, 3 current customers, 3 potential, and 3 potential teammates. So more like your builders. And then with that, it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 3,000. So that means when you do those 3 plus 3 plus 3, is 9 on a daily basis over the course of the year, that is over 3,000 relationships and conversations that you're having related to your business. So I really like that, because if your DMO, even if you do it 2 by 2 by 2, imagine how much relationships and conversations you're having to do income producing things for your business. So that's my new goal. And that will be my biggest goal to get back into, is texting our leaders and having a DMO text going again. So just wanted to share that with you guys. That's it.
Thank you, Zish. I love the reminder, because I feel like we all are a little out of the habit of doing DMOs, but that impact of how many people you can create relationships over time, I think, yes, Angie Sherlin, it's huge. So thank you for that reminder. And I'm down. Let's start doing one, because I feel like I'm doing things. I just don't always report it out to the group, because it's true, when you hear what someone else is doing, you're like, oh, either I could do that, or I'm not sure I could do that, but I know I could do this other thing. And it just builds on each other and builds that momentum. So, like I said, this is like the month to build that momentum. This is the time to be building relationships. And right now it seems a little crazy. I mean, the holidays are about to start, which can be exciting, but it can also be a hard time for people. So it's a good time for building those relationships. Okay, before we wrap up, we have just a couple last calls to action. And so here they are. So before we wrap it up tonight, these are your calls to action for you to do in the next, either tonight or by, let's say, tomorrow, because we have a really big event coming up. So first of all, make sure you text your leader to let them know if you're going to be there on Saturday or not, and what part of the day you'll be there, because we have some parts of the day we do need help with. So let them know if you're coming for the whole time, for both the learning and also for the business part. So we are ready and know that you can help out. And then the second thing, we want to get people there. We still have space for customers to come. And so make sure you're texting at least 5 to 10 people in the next day 24 hours to invite them to our class on Saturday. If you need a sample text, just ask your leader because we have a lot of them that we've been sending out. This afternoon, I invited all the people I got contact information from the Emmanuel Lutheran event I did on Friday, and one of them just texted back that she's gonna come. So I'm really excited. Just ask, you never know. If you see someone tomorrow when you're at work, ask them to. In-person invites are sometimes the best ones because it's hard to say no when you're face to face. It's easy to ignore a text message. So yes, write down who you're texting, or when we finish the call, start your texts so you can get it done tonight and people can plan their weekends, because you know how that goes. People always get pretty busy. All right. Anything else? Oh yes, thank you so much, Seisha. And then yes, we also have the service project on Sunday. So when you go to register, you'll have the option to do Aroma Touch, the event on Saturday, the main event, and then also the Sunday one. Liza, anything else I missed?
No, I will be posting the graphic for the event on Sunday. We've just been really trying to focus on getting the spaces for the Saturday event filled first. Right now we're at 19 registered out of 49. So we really need to like get people there and take advantage of this great opportunity. If everyone just got 2 people there, you know, that would be amazing. So but the Sunday event, I'll be posting a graphic. It's pretty simple. It says like free community event, and at EIL Valley from 9 to 12, and everyone who comes can get a free Aroma Touch hand technique and bottle of oil. So everyone will get like 1 5 ml bottle of oil. So and then sorry, Kate, but to clarify too, let your leaders know if you're going to be there for the builder portion, because Dr. Riggs is doing like a whole, so even if you maybe can't come to the daytime part, I would, everyone on Maui, please try to be there for the nighttime part with Dr. Riggs for the build and share event as well. You know, if you have to make decisions, because it is a really long day, we definitely want to have you there for that portion. So I think that's it.
Great. Thank you all for coming on, and we will see you on Saturday. Have a great evening. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.